speaking from the dentist's viewpoint, as far as fluoridated water, it's like being told that the earth is flat or that the sun circles the earth. It's just what we've been told. Just like we were told mercury in fillings were perfectly safe. The mercury stays in the metal and it never comes out. Just this last year, the city of Dallas has ruled that all dentists must have a mercury trap to keep the mercury from going into the water supply and making our fish poisonous. About 50% of the mercury contamination in our water supply comes from dental offices. So that's a definite step in the right direction. I have spoken before the Dallas City Board about discontinuing the addition of fluoride, and spoke about how I'm right at the border of University Park and Dallas, and that the patients that come from the park cities don't have more cavities than the Dallas patients, just because they don't use fluoridated water. And of course, one of the biggest problems with fluoridated water is it's a drug that's put into the water supply that should be prescription medication, like for instance, blood pressure medicine, and just say, you know, a lot of people have high blood pressure, so let's just put high blood pressure medicine in the water supply. Well, how do you control the dosage? Some people drink a lot of water. Some people don't drink that much water. Some people have Berkey filters to filter out the fluoride. But essentially, in the dental office, dentists like to talk their patients into getting a fluoride treatment after a cleaning because they get to charge another $25. But as far as the fluoridated water, I think the main thing there is, I was reading an article about fluoridation versus democracy. And when a referendum is used to choose whether to fluoridate or not fluoridate, as they did in the park cities, the people tend to vote against fluoridation. So most of the larger cities just don't allow the people to vote. They just feel like they know what's better for us than we know for ourselves. The main thing then with fluoridation, since it is an uncontrolled drug situation, is to convince the city elders that it is detrimental for all the very good reasons that the doctors just showed. And if enough people raise enough concern, then we can finally get that changed around. I don't think the Dental Association or the general dentists are that stuck in the mud, as you said, in the concept of fluoridation. Giving up that additional revenue of $25 per fluoride treatment, maybe they're not going to like that too much. But as far as the city water supply, that doesn't really affect the dentists directly that much. And if we could get enough dentists like myself who do not believe in fluoridation and have seen some of the side effects, the first one that I became aware of was breast cancer, and how the thyroid and the iodine and the fluoride competing with iodine and the thyroid and how that affects breast cancer. It became a pretty good concern of mine, and then of course, just like the mercury in fillings, we start to follow this trail, and we find out as first do no harm, primum non nocere, that a lot of the things that we're doing are really causing more harm than good. So I will leave you with that, just that our public outcry, if we could just get a referendum, then I think the majority of the people are going to vote against fluoride. Thank you.